Welcome back. It's the next weekend. Didn't get everything done I wanted to last weekend. Obviously, this old girl's still in the garage, so I need to get cracking. I gotta cut the wheel fitment relief on the other fender. Go ahead, tighten up these bolts, get this battery tray, slap it back in, wire up the battery, put a radiator in, maybe some juice. Get this thing fired up and get it out of here this weekend. So I got a little bit of time today and a little bit of time tomorrow to get all that done. So the only thing I can really do right now is get started. So let's go. So this is the passenger side fender. Same drill as last weekend. Welded up where it's cracked right there. Grind off the paint, grind off all this paint. Make a relief cut, bring this back, weld it. Don't have to do the front over there because like I showed you in the last video, it's already been sawzalled off of there. So that makes it easy. Might clean some of the teeth off of that young kitten right there. And then move on to getting everything bolted back on and go from there. Get this thing fired up. So let me get started and here we go. All right, now it's time to get the inner fender, lay it in here and see what we got. Okay, so got that welded up, primed, painted, got some seam sealer on the glob welds on the back side, all ground down on the front. Looks okay. Again, not a lot of effort put into that. So now it's time to start doing the little finishing things. I'm waiting on all that to dry. I'll hang that in an hour or two. And now I can start, routing the wiring, the, cable, remote hood release, battery tray, all the little odds and ends. So I'll get started doing that now. That bolt's too big. Yeah, let's see. Somewhere down there is a stud on the back side of this. That should somewhat line up. All right. Couple of these. Whew. Through here in the front. Figure where they go. What in the world? All right. How about, I'll never see that again. What is going on here? What in the world is happening? Go in there. Well, I don't know what's going on here, but I gotta look. Okay, now I can see these U-nuts are messed up and over to the side. If you hadn't figured it out or guessed it, this battery tray is a royal pain in the tail. There we go. That's a little better. Now, where's the other bolt? Come on. Get it to your happy place. All right, get this kind of straight and level. Cool. Got some junk to go underneath and get down under here. Somewhat in there. All right, battery tray complete. Sense of accomplishment is amazing. Whew. Huh. You know what? Let's rethink this. Boop. Let's get the 6 trillion wires behind this, including this. Yeah, I'll do it. All right. That's probably a little smarter. That battery tray is not going anywhere. Now, this fender's still loose a little bit, and a lot of the bolts, the main anchors, it's in position, but I still got to go through, and I'll do that once I get both the fenders on and get the hood back on and start latching the hood. Then I'll tighten everything down, final. Probably might even have to loosen this battery tray, to be honest. So, yes, we'll see. Next. All right, going to go ahead and hook up the ground for the body. One of these, somewhere in this mess. But before I do that, the washer's clean on the back side. I'm going to get the paint and rust off of this nut right here. So bear with me. Just a quick zip. Really? Oh, it's got rust all over the backside. All right, good body ground now. Stick that on there. I have so much stuff on the floor and in the way. It is unbelievable. When those fenders are on the floor, there is no room. I need a new shop, fiercely. All right, ground's on there. Now, probably need to get these guys back on there. The starter relay, I think it went right there. Is that 3/8? Maybe. Huh, 7/16. All right. Here's this other one. I have no idea what this damn thing is. It went right there. All right, route some wiring. This is this side for the lights. And this is the other side. Get it up out of the way. Sits up here, and it looks like I got to pull this back off because we got another ground here. All right, that's clean. This goes to the headlight. This goes to the turn signal. I need to get a new one of these. Just tuck those down in there. And I'll have to get all the little harness holders that these go through, which is probably going to end up being zip ties here very shortly. Yeah, these are a bit of a mess. Definitely. Okay, ready for a battery. Yeah. All right, that's not terrible. Looks like this plugged into the old Fender right there. Huh. Let's get this one off of here. There we go. Need a little more. Pow. All right, that's hung. What would you say? The other ground for the lighting harness. Okay. Next. Sure, that looks like the top. Stay. Oh, it didn't stay, did it? Well, that's okay. All right, let's see how this is gonna go. You know what I need to do is remove some bolts that I left in the way. Put them there to keep from losing them. There's one. There's the other. Leave the two bottom ones on there because it's got little hangy hooks to hold it in place. Wow, that's at a weird angle. Huh. Daggone. All right. I'm going to pull you back some here so you can see what I'm talking about. It is at an odd angle. No big deal. It's a different core support. All I got to do is pull this one out of here instead of having it in the little slide slot. Just drop this down. Looks like that's the bolt hole it was in originally anyhow, so this will be just fine. Is this top one gonna line up? Yeah. Same on the other side. Real easy. I can't see. There, now I can see. Cool, still got that on there. Wonder. All right, fired up. You know what I don't have is, this is not the right fan shroud by any stretch. They'd put some, you know, hardware store bolts through there. So what I'm gonna do, man, that thing fits really poor. Really poorly. So I'm just gonna run zip ties through it. It's better than, I guess, no fan shroud, right? So we'll go with that. Cool. Tighten some stuff up. Maybe I'll look for a better fan shroud at the junkyard. So I think I'm due for a trip there real soon. All right, now this is in there. I'm gonna grab some zip ties and hang this fan shroud. Wow, that fan shroud is just not good. Ooh, I don't know if I can get to that one. That's way down in there. Ah! Ah! Hold the breath. No, come on. No, further, more, less. There we go. Ah! All right. Now, get them nice and sharp on the edge so when I reach down in there later, I'll slice my hand open. Yeah, perfect. Okay, yep. All right. Next. Well, that's going to do it for today, but I'll be right back tomorrow, so don't go anywhere. I'll finish putting all this junk on where I'm sitting, tighten up the other junk, maybe the hood, you know, maybe the lower radiator hose. Throw a battery in it, throw some fuel down the yap, and see if it'll work. See if that, you know, $23 ignition box from Amazon, you know, I probably should have sent it back. It is junk. Maybe we'll get it out of here tomorrow. That'd be kind of cool. So stay tuned. I'll be right back in the morning. Well, good morning. Next day, got a little bit more to do, then fire this thing up. So what all do I have to do? Little stuff. You know, maybe tighten up the clamps to the hose, put the lower hose on, put some juice in here, and the biggest thing is probably going to be getting all the bolts tightened on both the fenders. They're just kind of hung on there with the bolts kind of in place. Not really. I found with these things, it's easiest to leave all the bolts loose, just everything really loosely together, and it'll go together a lot better. You know, that way you got play in there. Once you get everything lined up where you want it, then go ahead and tighten it down. So get that taken care of. Battery sitting there getting charged up. Looks like it's fully juiced, so shouldn't really have any major catastrophes. And maybe probably the hardest part is going to be putting the hood back on. Do that here in a little while. So let me get started. Shims, using the same amount that was under there when I pulled it apart. They were nice and rusty, so just shot some, hey, that's not in there. Shot some rust reformer on there. And get these slid down. Oh, hey, there we go. Hopefully those don't fall out. Find the nut that goes on there. Missing. Uh-oh. You know what? That nut used to be sitting right up here. It's probably falling away somewhere. Don't see it in there. Maybe it went all the way down. I don't think so. Well. Got some extra hardware here. Let me try and find a nut for that. All right, get these guys started. Actually, let's take these two. These are the fun ones. Up under here. Nope. Nowhere close to lined up. All right. Oh, there we go. Just needed to come in a little bit. All right. Let me find some clean bolts. These will do it. Still got to find a nut. All right. Here we go. Hey, look at that. That worked out real nice. All right, got one more to go down there. Yep. And I've already thrown some of these on because I actually did it different this time. I put the inner fender, while all this was laying on the floor, I attached the inner fender to it because it was a fight on that side. And I've always done them separately. And I discovered that it's way easier to put this on just as both of them together, just chunk it up on there. Everything lines up way better, way easier. I like that. A couple of these going in here. I think missing one right here. Still. Uh-huh. Oh boy. That one doesn't want to go. And I don't know why. I need a flashlight, see what's going on up under there. Just not centered on there at all. Interesting. This fender's, or inner fender, obviously got some issues. Come here, rascal. There we go. All it took was a little love tap. And still got this one back here that needs to go in. So this has gotta come over. That's lined up. So let me find that bolt. Biggin. Yeah, this one's much better. Less crust on it. That's the 1/2-inch bolt. And so something's different with this core support. It's like higher, I think. So what we got is the fender tilting up. So I'm gonna really have to wail on this thing to get it slide back. There's a huge gap right here. I can put my finger in there and that's not gonna work for me. So really, oh boy. I don't know how I'm gonna pull that back. All right, dug through my bag of bolts. Found one of these guys. I don't know where the other one went. Should be around. I don't know what happened to it. That has got a huge stack of shims on it from the factory. And I think that's 1/2-inch. Or is that 7/16? Oh, that's a 1/2. All 1/2 and 7/16. I am going to snug these down a little bit. Because I'm going to be honking on this thing to get it into place. I ain't snugging them a lot, just enough. Still, I got to figure out how to get this thing backwards. Boy, that's terrible. Doesn't come down any in the front. That all lines up. I think we got a 1/2-inch going back under here. Oh boy. Oh man, that's nowhere close. Not even in the same zip code. Huh. How am I gonna pry this thing back? That's no bueno. It's gotta come back at least 3/4 of an inch. Oh wow, that's completely rusted away up under here. Look at that, just a big hole. Wow. Still holding up. All right. Let me think on it. See, here's the issue. It's a huge gap there. It's proper fit at the top. It just keeps getting wider and wider as you go. And I mean, pulling on it, it'll move some, but I just need to, I need a second set of hands so that when I pull back on it, it will, something like maybe my son can slide the bolt up in there. The other thing I think I might do now is go ahead and start tightening these down. Maybe that'll draw that down a millimeter. You know, because I think I got it fairly well centered. I mean, it's not, the lines look okay. Because you do have slots in here that can shift, you know, a 1/4 inch either way. So, I mean, I think I got it about as centered as I'm going to get it. All right, well, let me get him out here. So if you remember from a previous video, this lower valence was all gacked up back here where I was trying to get it out of there. So this one obviously came off the red truck. Little dirt dauber nest under there, but this is in really, really, really good shape. And I'll pop it off of there at some point and get the some primer or something on it. I don't feel like getting into all that today. Do have one broken or rusted off. Oh, that's no good. This little insert that you screw down the grill, and this bolt right there is broken off inside of there. That stinks. But this has to go on concurrent with doing that. Kind of a pain in the tuchus. But hang one in the center here, if you can see me. I'm in the way. Hang one in the center. And then it's easy from the sides. And then of course a couple more go in there. All good. All right. Multicolored fasteners because they come from 12 different vehicles, and the corn dog here was missing quite a few fasteners when I took it all apart, because whoever messed with this thing just really didn't have a care in the world about getting it all back together. So you'll see the white ones, light blue, that came out of the junkyard, light blue. That was off of a 78. Just a couple maroon ones that were original to the truck, but not many. I keep all the fender bolts I can get my hands on, and when I'm in the junkyard, or even, you know, I'll snatch a couple of them up. They don't care. They don't charge me for them. So, yeah. All right, let me tighten that down, see if this will draw down a tiny bit. I don't know. All right, 9/16 on the top here. Set that to... And 11/16 way up under here where you can't see very good. How about some coffee? Yes. All right. What else? What else? I know what I can do. Let's connect that lower rad hose. That's probably a good call. All right. Get a nut driver. Inject a little coolant out of it. Is it that size? It is. Lucky guess. You know what else? Check that petcock closed from when I drank. Oh, see? Yeah. That's a good call. Cool. All right. Top radiator hose. And then we'll throw some juice in this joker. And the fenders are certainly on enough for me to drive it out of here. Probably should take all the storage off of the roof of the truck before I drive it out of here. But I really want to leave it in here right now to get the hood on. I still haven't addressed this stupid fusible link. Where'd it go? It's hiding from me now. Everything's different. It's not just, yep, there it is. That's no good. I mean, the wire is still there. Let me just wrap it for now. We'll just protect it some. That's gonna be a challenge with these other wires right there. Goodness. Well, let's give it a shot. Could I get a bigger roll of electrical tape? This isn't gonna work. That roll's too big. I got a little roll somewhere that I need to use. So my understanding with electrical tape is you want 3 wraps. Not just like for a wire loom, that's typically just 1 wrap, but like when you're protecting bare wire, you really do want 3 wraps. So I've got 1 on there. Let me find my little roll. Had it. Hey, here we go. So let me go ahead and get another, at least 1 more on there. And I need to replace it. It's this crazy 3-wire setup. I don't know why they did that way. What is that? Oh, snap. There was 4 there. One of them's completely... Oh, I see. It was this one. Did used to go to that. And somebody spliced in a new fusible link. And I'm positive that this is coming back from this way. This is the main alternator cable coming back. And that's, so those 3 wires are probably end of the line for this roll. Those 3 wires are probably kind of important. So until I can replace this fusible link, you look up in the book what the size of it is. Putting the wrong size fuse in anything is not a good plan for success. Oh, come on, you joker. Well, my book is for an 85. I think we're going to be okay because I don't think they changed a whole lot on these kind of things in those couple of years. All right, well, at least that's not going to ground out against the inner fender here, so it's got some protection on it. Stuck that back on there. I guess this goes to that as well. Oh, I don't know. What is that? Hopefully she doesn't burn down when I throw a battery in it. I guess we could try that real quick. I've got no battery hold down, which is nice. I need to get one. I thought I had one laying around somewhere. I'll have to look. This battery is small. Don't see any flames or smoke. Huh. Well, it's even gonna, I gotta put juice in the radiator. Let's just see if she cranks. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I gotta put all this back together still. Well, she cranks. Let me get some juice down in the radiator, get some juice down in the carburetor, tighten up some bolts, and go from there. Is it where the bolts are?
No.
Well, you move it where you need it. You can go ahead and get a bolt started.
Sure needed.
Probably doesn't mean anything. Go ahead and tighten it down. Go ahead and hit your lick on that. Pretty good on this side.
I feel like if we went farther back, though, on this.
Not gonna worry about it right now. What I really want to do is just get this damn thing fired up and get it out of here. So. This is good enough. You know what I mean? It'll be all right.
Oh yeah, that grip will be fine. The antenna's taller than it anyways.
Yeah, it looks like it. Wow, I just sprayed fuel everywhere. Nice. All right, let's see if this joker's gonna fire off. What's that?
Open the door, you got cloudy.
Yeah, right? Okay, well it fired, so let's see if any fuel went into the fuel filter.
Is it choked right
Nope. Look at that, man. No fuel.
there? Yeah, was that tiny bit already?
Wait, that's full.
Ah, which one's it?
This one's pre-filter. This is post fuel pump. It's got a brand new fuel pump on it, so it's just going to take it a second to get up to snuff.
Ooh, it's cold out.
Yeah. Trying to fill these bowls up too. Oh yeah, look at the leaking coming out of that bowl. It should have plenty of fuel in it. Let's fire it off again. Old fuel. All right, one more time. Coming down, but it's not. That idle should be coming down, but it's just simply not. I don't like that.
Still choked?
Yeah, I think the choke is still going.
What's smoking right there? Paint?
Where?
All the...
Oh, it's probably all the crap I got all over the exhaust manifold.
burning off.
That spider wasn't happy. Add some of this. Call that good enough. All right, well that was bizarre. I have no idea. I guess that choke finally kicked off. Oh, I hear that knocking. You can keep on knocking, but you can't call me. The knock went away.
Out here.
Kind of hear it from up here. It was. It's not a rod knock. Sounds like just a noisy lifter.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Wandering around. Yeah, the idle could actually come up some. I hear something rattling around really good underneath of this thing. It should be good. Oh, did it move when you opened it?
Move over the door. Power steering.
Yeah. Yeah. It wouldn't let me. I got really sideways going out of here. Let me. Maybe I need more juice in there after all. I don't know. It sounded terrible though. I think it. No, I don't know. I think it's grinding because it's. I just don't know how good this pump is, but those little spiders are everywhere. Those little jumpers.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's maybe. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed that. Got, the final touches done. Power steering unit doesn't sound too bueno. Think she might not be quite right. Mess with it again later. I need to try and bleed it a little better than I did. So yeah, I don't know. At least, hey, look at all this room. So stick around, stay tuned. I'm going to bring some other projects in here shortly and get started on some of those. And the corn dog's going to live outside for a little while. I think I've messed with that enough. So hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe down below. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you want to see me doing on the corn dog. I got a couple of things on the horizon that we're going to be doing. So please stay tuned and come on back and visit again. Lots of room for activities. Very nice.